from beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The shadows starting. Season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First down, Newton. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
Now Newton. He's going deep for Brown. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Throwing is Newton. And that will be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They snap it to Newton. Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar.
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Ready? Check ready? Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Here we go. Here we go. Ready. Check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike.
Newton on 1st down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I can put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
2nd and 10. Throwing again is Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A shotgun snap for Newton. He finds his man complete. That's Haynes. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st down, it's Newton.
Oh, here we go.
Flushed out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Throwing again on second down. Newton throwing the out route incomplete. That's Haynes. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on third down. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Cam's throw here complete to Kelsey. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, Newton. And it's caught. Touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
That's it, buddy. Check back 21. I'm trying to... Check green.
Out of the gun, Newton. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
3rd and 2, Newton. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Now it's Newton. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Haynes. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton, he's going deep for Brown. Complete at the 1. Touchdown, Jaguars. Cam Newton now with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. I got it. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. This is a party now. Check.
Newton now to throw.
Check 4, check 4.
Escaping the pressure right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Jaguars on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Newton. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. On 1st and 10, Newton. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Flushed out right, complete. It's Johnson. And they'll get this down to the 10. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Safety's creeping. Gun. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. You got nothing. You got nothing.
To the air again, Newton. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Extra point try now for Patterson. It's good, and it is now 21-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa rolling to his right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Under 10. Under 10. 10. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Tua sets up to pass it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Sisco. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Here we go. Wait, check Mike 21. Come on, D.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Throw left side complete. That's Haynes. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. From the gun, here's Newton. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
In your face. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. I got you. 20. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Hey, defense, man. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Let's put him on the bus.
Newton throwing again. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Patterson now for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off down at the 10. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now a first down throw for Newton. He's going to air one out. And, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
This one swung out to Montgomery. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Twist, watch the twist. 36. Check 37. Ready.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 24. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Check 31, check 31.
From the 35 on second down, Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest.
And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Now Newton on first down. And that's complete ETN out of the backfield. Working with a 2nd and 3. Newton to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Newton. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. A gain of 6 there on first. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Again, Newton. He'll get this off to ETN. And the Jaguars are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. To throw is Newton. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Cam Newton with his 5th touchdown pass of the game. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. On play action, here's Tua. He'll buy some time right. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have picked up right where they left off in half number one, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. From the 30 on second down, Newton. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Newton. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. I'm not ready. Kill.
They fake the give. Newton. It's Kelsey on the grab. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
He's checking. Crash.
Now Newton. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check again.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Newton. He finds his man, complete. It's Haynes. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They snap it to Newton. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now Newton on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jags look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point try now for Patterson. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Jaguars 42, Dolphins 14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat, in every meeting with reporters. This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2 to throw again. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now here is another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. On 1st down, it's Newton. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Haynes. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Newton on 1st down. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Newton throwing the out route incomplete. It's Haynes. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Ready? Ready? All day. 8. Just like that.
Newton now to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Throwing again is Newton. Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw again on second down. Newton. This will be caught once again by Brown. And the Jags are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. A shotgun snap for Newton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Newton. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Patterson now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Jaguars 49, Dolphins 14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 27. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Throwing here, Newton. He finds his man, complete. That's Haynes. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Here's Newton. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Newton on third down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Haynes. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. To the air again, Newton. He'll drop that underneath to Etienne. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
We own them. We own them. Watch twist. Gun. Twist.
They'll try to run this one in, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point try now for Patterson. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Jaguars 56, Dolphins 14. Logan Cook, the kickoff for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Jacksonville, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else than their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Miami, they're going the wrong way, as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
Check three.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here, because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now, having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And a good catch there by Mark Andrews. And many think that paired with Lamar Jackson, they may be the best quarterback-tight end combo this side of Mahomes and Kelsey.
Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. They go play action now. Jackson dancing to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens have taken, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught at the 5. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Broncos. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And some room to work. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. 49 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Switch. Check. Check, hot route. Hot.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. K.J. Hamler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. From the gun, it's Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there. Wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage and make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for Baltimore. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. On 2nd and inches, Jackson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. DJ Jones able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Let's bring it home. 4-2, you at. Check 26, check 26. Report. You got tight right there. Nice up.
Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos will take over on downs.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
Hey, watch the ball. Mike 20.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Get ready. Hey, Mike 20.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
And unfortunately, in 2020, in the season opener, Cortland Sutton tore his ACL. But remember, over 1,100 yards in 2019, his future is still awfully bright.
Hey, switch gears. 36.
Now Gordon on first down. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Mike 20. Bring it. There we go, Mike. Mike 20. Record.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Mike 20. Watch the run. There we go.
Play action. It's Wilson. Sliding out of the... And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the rookie Odafe Owe. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Play action. Now Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Off the play fake to Dobbins. And the Broncos get there and take him down. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and all the way home for a Broncos score. K.J. Hamler with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. McManus now for the extra point. And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there, and this remains a 7-point game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Randy Gregory. Credit him with his sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And, Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. He finds Bateman over the middle. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. Rolling to his right. It got his man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. That's what I do.
Wilson eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes
When he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
Here we go.
Open man here is Conklin. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw is Wilson. Flush to his right. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Dobbins, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. K.J. Hamler returning it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They trail 20-13 our scores. They have it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he stopped immediately there. In to make the stop, Patrick Queen, the linebacker, the Ravens' leading tackler in 2020. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. They'll roll him out right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
You don't want it. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Bandit, bandit. Mike 20, Mike 20.
Here's Wilson. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did. for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Second and 11.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some.
Here's Wilson. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Here we go.
Here's Wilson to throw. And going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 18. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick six, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On first down, it's Gordon. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 68 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Take the edge. Go, go. Watch twist. Well left. Check 99.
And they'll run the end around here with Judy. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Let's see what you got. There we go, Mike 20.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Throwing is Jackson. And he's going to go down again. Draymond Jones. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And that'll set them back 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. To throw is Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he'll be brought down well short of the 1st at about the 9-yard line. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling there to make the grab. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Hamler now to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Being chased out left. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On 2nd and 10, Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Throw to the right here.
That's
to Gordon.
what it is, baby.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Ravens will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Another tremendous play by Xavier Howard. 10 interceptions, led the NFL last year. And he was the first defender since Antonio Cromartie in 2007 with 10 or more in a season. When you throw it in his area, you're taking a gamble.
Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.